Are you gonna do field sobriety?
Yes, I
Then
will.
let's walk over here and do field
I'm
sobriety.
not doing it right here by the road.
I'm gonna. Amber, turn around.
Please.
Turn around.
Don't.
Turn around.
No, for one.
Turn around.
Stop bringing that. She wrecked. She went airborne. I see.
Who else was in the car?
She was.
Okay.
The baby that's in the back, lifeless.
Okay.
While on the phone with our RP, so I'm gonna go and make contact. I got a shot fired. Shot fired.
Things kick off with a bang as the officers jump in to prevent Amber from driving off. They're pretty adamant, urgently pleading with her to eliminate the engine and emphasizing the need to keep her kiddos safe. The situation cranks up to 11 real quick. Brace for what's coming next.
We tried. No, you're not going anywhere. Not with her in the car. Then stop. Then stop, Amber. Amber, no, just stop. Turn the car off. Sarger's on his way over here. We're gonna fit Rickman. All right, come out here and talk.
The air is thick with tension as Amber voices her struggle to leave the car. The officers keep on her, trying to coax her out for a chat, continually reminding her of the potential consequences regarding her children. The emotional stakes just went through the roof, setting us up for an even meatier slice of drama.
We're good friends. That's why you treated me the way you did.
But don't do it.
That's
Come on.
pretty obvious.
I can't.
Come on, talk to us.
I can't get out the car. I'll do this somewhere separately.
Come on.
No, I don't like it.
We're gonna talk back here. Huh? I don't know. Come back here and talk. You said you wanted to talk to him. Let's come back here and talk. Come on, Amber.
Now here's where it gets spicy. Amber is asked to do a field sobriety test. You can hear the nerves in her voice. She agrees reluctantly, driven by desperation to avoid any harsher fallout. She balks at doing the test by the roadside, fearing it'll be seen as non-compliance. Buckle up, the roller coaster is just starting.
Are you gonna do field sobriety?
Yes, I
Then
will.
let's walk over here and do field
I'm not
sobriety.
doing it right here by the road.
I'm gonna take it as a refusal if you don't walk over here and do field sobriety. Walk over here. I've tried being nice.
Listen,
I've tried being nice, Amber. All right.
please don't make it. Just look out for a white truck. Wait. There's somebody pulling up.
I don't have a choice, Amber.
You do.
I don't.
As we dive into the sobriety test, the stakes are high and Amber's focus is tested. The officer is all business, directing her to follow a pen with her eyes while keeping her noggin still. This test is pivotal and rolls right into another crunch moment.
Stand with your feet together. Okay? I'm gonna check your eyes. Keep your hands down there. Can you see the tip of the pen?
Yes.
Follow with your eyes and your eyes only, okay?
Okay.
Don't move your head.
All right. When he comes by, I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
Amber gives the walk and turn test a whirl, but it's no walk in the park. She's supposed to walk heel to toe in a straight line, but it's a bit of a wobble fest. Her anxiety is palpable, and it's clear she's not having a ball. Hang tight because the tension is about to notch up even more.
The next task I'm gonna ask you to do is the walk and turn, okay?
Okay.
Place your left foot on the line and the heel of your right foot in front of it with them touching, okay?
All right.
So just like this. Left foot, right foot in front, okay?
Everybody out here seeing.
Okay. You're not starting until I tell you to. Do you understand the directions so far?
Mid-test, Amber hits pause, rattled by onlookers and the mounting pressure. She began the walk and turn, but it's a rocky performance that prompts more chit-chat with the officer about whether she can continue. It's a raw, real moment that tees up an even more emotional appeal from her.
How do you know I can't drive? Please don't push me to jail to anybody.
Refusal.
I'm not refusing.
Well, you didn't finish the task.
I'll finish it, but there's people that are watching. And here we go.
Okay. The next task I want you to do is the one-legged stand. You want to get your shoe back on?
Just when you thought it couldn't get more intense, Amber makes a heartfelt plea to the officers, begging them not to cuff her in front of her daughter. The emotional volume in this scene is cranked all the way up. Her fears about the impact on her family are front and center, pulling us into a vortex of drama.
Amber, turn around.
Please
Turn around.
don't.
Turn around.
No, for one.
Turn around.
Here.
Amber, come on.
You can take me home. You can do whatever. Please don't.
Amber, stop.
I can't. I'm gonna lose my phone. Dustin.
We tried that earlier.
Dustin.
I don't have a choice.
The climax hits as Amber is officially arrested for DUI after a tug-of-war with the sobriety tests. She voices her fears loudly, worried sick about what this means for her kids and scrambling for any alternative to being taken away. This critical juncture sets the stage for some serious heart-to-heart about what comes next for her little one.
All right, stay over here. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Handcuffs?
Yes. Come on.
No, I'm not.
You got anything on you?
No! What are you arresting me for?
Have a seat. DUI. DUI and
I
leaving
will
the scene.
lose my kid.
DUI
Please.
and resisting. Have a seat.
Please.
Have a seat.
In the aftermath of the arrest, there's a deep dive into what will happen to Amber's daughter, showing just how complex things can get. The conversation about her daughter's care post-arrest illustrates the messy tangle of personal crisis and law enforcement duties. It's a gut-wrencher that paves the way for a tough look at the rules officers must abide by.
You can tell me who can come get her. What? You can talk. We can talk. I just can't turn this off. I get in trouble for turning this off. I'm so close to retirement, I can't risk anything. Okay? So who can we have your daughter go to? Your folks? Then who? It is what it is. This is just what we have to do.
As we near the end, the officer mixes regret with duty, highlighting the tough spot they're in between personal feelings and professional responsibilities. In these final moments, the officer shares his conflict but stands firm on protocol. Amber keeps pushing for a break, hoping to reach out to higher-ups, revealing the depth of her desperation. The closing act is packed with twists you won't want to miss.
Have a tissue?
Once you get inside here, you'll be able to have it off. We don't have a tissue. We don't have a tissue. Once you come in there, you can wipe your nose on your sleeve. You don't have to yell and cuss at me like that. I ain't done nothing.
Can you believe how quickly that escalated? The footage kicks off with Ruby Franca interacting with police officers who confirm her identity and gently inform her of her arrest. She seems confused and unsure about where certain items are, asking officers for help. The officers respond politely, guiding her on what's coming next. Strap in. Things are about to get even more intriguing.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. I didn't know if
Is
you
there a
wanted to,
restroom right here? Or
I don't know where it's at.
wherever you need to use the restroom?
Okay. Yeah, there is one in there. Thank you, sir. I mean, LT.
This next part really amps up the drama. An officer tells Ruby she's officially being detained and will be taken to the police station. Ruby cooperates as the officer cuffs her, making sure they're not too tight for the journey. The officer remains cool and collected, explaining everything with a professional calm. Next up, watch how the meticulous search unfolds.
Alright, well, it feels good in here. So, hey Ruby, at this time I know we said that you're already detained, but I'm going to be taking you back to the police department. Okay, so I'm going to be hop up. I can fit through
You
here.
want to put it in one of our vehicles?
Yeah, you want to. Okay, just place your hands on your back for me. Perfect.
What happens next is key for understanding just how thorough these procedures are. Before placing Ruby in the police vehicle, an officer conducts an exhaustive search to make sure she has no weapons or contraband. Ruby confirms she's not carrying anything iffy and cooperates during the search. The officer meticulously checks her clothes and personal items, leaving no stone unturned. The plot thickens. Don't miss what's next as they get ready to roll out.
Before you put you in a police vehicle, we need to search your person to make sure you don't have anything on you. Is there anything you have on you? Okay, I'm going to search you before we put you in his car. That's just protocol, so I'm just going to have you step right over here and then just widen your legs, widen your stance. Yep, perfect. Are you wearing a bra? Okay, I'm just going to go like this through and make sure you don't have anything. You said you're not wearing a bra? Okay. Is that just like a tank top under here? Okay.
You won't believe the level of detail in the coordination between the officers. Ruby is escorted to the police car, receiving further instructions about the next steps at the station. Officers discuss logistical details about vehicle management and the upcoming interview process. This chat highlights the procedural side of the arrest, with officers working in sync. Stick around. The next clip has even more behind-the-scenes action.
Alright, you're just going to walk with Officer Hines.
No, go out this way.
And then, hey Hines.
You want me this way or that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you want to go down the downstairs
Yeah.
into the interview room downstairs.
Sounds good.
You going down or I'm going down for you?
I appreciate it. I was gonna ask you to come turn my car off, but I'm leaving now, so we're good. It's still on.
The procedural details here are more intricate than you might think. While being transferred to another vehicle, Ruby engages in a brief chat about the transfer process. An officer inquires about her last name to properly document the transfer in the police system. Ruby responds with poise, keeping her cool despite the situation. Up next, things shift gears as we head into the interview room.
Go this way. Sorry. Yeah, Captain.
I'm not going with Jessica. You take her?
She told me transfer it down, and then she'll meet me
Okay,
here.
yeah, in your car then.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Ruby, what's your last name? Just so I could tell them I'm transferring. Okay. Control traffic 13.
Things take a turn for the serious with this next interaction. Ruby meets Detective Bates and Sergeant Toller, who are set to interview her about the allegations. They lay out their roles and the interview's purpose, trying to put Ruby at ease. They offer her water and snacks, showing a bit of kindness during the interview setup. Buckle up. The questioning that follows really dials up the tension.
Was this your water?
It's yours if you want it. We'll say that. How's that?
We also have snacks if you need anything to eat. So I know I introduced myself to you earlier, but my name is Detective Bates, and this is Sergeant Tobler. We're just here to talk to you about kind of a few things involving your kids.
The air thickens as the detectives start probing about Ruby's children and where she lives, aiming to get a better grasp on her family dynamics. Ruby remains tight-lipped, giving minimal responses and showing her discomfort with the personal questions. The officers maintain their patience, signaling they can wait for her to open up. You'll want to see her reaction in the next part. It's a doozy.
Are those all together? Are those all your kids? I can wait all day. So it's up to you if you want to talk to us about what's going on. Would you feel more comfortable talking to one of us?
Pay close attention as Ruby decides how much she wants to cooperate. As the interview progresses, she decides to wait for a lawyer before answering more questions, showing she knows her rights well. The officers respect her request and stop the questioning, asking if she needs anything else like a bathroom break to ensure her comfort while in custody. The final moments are about to unfold with a surprising twist, so keep watching.
And I'm not asking any criminal questions. If you don't want to talk to us, just let us know and we'll be done.
I've already told you.
That you want a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. Easy enough.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can get for you in the meantime? I got the water. Do you need a bathroom break or anything like that? No? Okay. Good.
Strap in for a wild ride. The body cam footage catches Ohio's finest springing into action at a local business, looking for a missing toddler. The little snoozer was unwittingly part of a pickup heist when a suspect decided to nab a truck with the kid still dreaming inside. The wheels, a black Dodge Ram, were left idling by the tot's dad during a quick Dollar General run. Just watch. Things are about to get even spicier.
Body cam video shows the moments police officers in Ohio swarm a local business to find a missing 2-year-old and a suspect who allegedly stole a pickup with the sleeping child still inside the vehicle.
Hi, buddy. Are you okay? What you guys are starting?
The incident happened on March 1st when an Amber Alert was issued after the Wayne County Sheriff's Office reported a black Dodge Ram pickup was taken from a local Dollar General with a young child still sleeping in the back seat.
Next up, the plot thickens. Safely nestled inside the stolen ride, the cops discover the tot still out cold and blissfully unaware of the chaos. This all kicked off with an Amber Alert on March 1st after a panic-inducing snatch and run. The culprit, 54-year-old Irie Spence II, took off with the truck and initially the dad's cell phone, which he chucked out during his getaway. Buckle up, because the chase ain't over yet.
According to local reports, the child's father was running a quick errand and admitted to leaving the engine running when he went inside the store. Police say that's when the suspect, who was later identified as 54-year-old Larry Spence II, jumped in the pickup and sped away. Investigators told Fox 8 in Ohio the child's father left his cell phone inside the truck and authorities were able to track the movements of the stolen pickup.
You'll be on the edge of your seat here. After a wild GPS-led goose chase, the abandoned truck is found in Akron, and it's foot race time. The officers start grilling the locals, hunting down Spence, who took off on his not-so-merry way. They're all about securing the zone and strategizing a nab that'll make your head spin. Next up, watch as they tighten the screws.
Police were able to track down the truck to an area in Akron where Spence reportedly then fled on foot. Body cam shows officers asking local bystanders if there was any chance they witnessed him fleeing.
Do you have a name?
Yeah.
It's probably in the tap.
Hey, he might be in this tap. He might be in the tap. All these people outside here at Dicker's house is checking okay.
Hold on to your popcorn. The cops storm a nearby business where they think Spence is playing hide and seek. As they sweep through, yelling for hands and faces, the suspense is enough to make you cancel your Netflix subscription. This crucial moment shines a spotlight on the thoroughness of the search. And guess what? The adrenaline rush continues right after this.
Then authorities raided a local business nearby and searched for the suspect potentially hiding inside.
Akron police, come out! Hey, Akron police, come outside. Come out.
Get someone cuffed.
Hey.
I can't see over there. I can't see.
Now, for a change of pace with a touch of heart, over at the stolen truck, another officer is having a much gentler moment with the toddler, who is still strapped in and starting to realize things aren't quite right. This touching scene shows the officer's efforts to soothe and comfort the little guy amidst the high-stakes drama. Stick around, because the feel-good vibes are just getting started.
All while this is happening, another officer's body cam shows him safely rescuing the child, who was found seemingly unharmed, still in the back seat and still trapped in his car seat.
What's your name, buddy? You okay? What's your name? You don't know your name? Alright, let me get you out of this car seat. You okay?
Don't touch that dial. As things start to calm down, the focus shifts to making the tot feel safe and getting him ready to see his folks again. The officer pulls out snacks and tries to chat up the little one, proving there's no job too big or small when it comes to police work. What happens next? Well, it's the heartwarming wrap-up you've been waiting for.
How old are you?
No, my daddy.
You like sticky?
No.
I know, we're gonna get you your daddy.
While the officer tends to the young boy, the toddler can be heard continuing to cry for his parents.
You got any snacks in this bag? Want some snacks or something? I might have snacks in my lunchbox. Oh look, here you go. Hey, I found some pretzels. You want some pretzels?
My daddy. Daddy.
And for the grand finale, the scene reaches its peak as Spence is finally cornered and cuffed a short hop from where he ditched the truck. The subsequent scenes of him getting tucked into the squad car are quieter but charged with the gravity of the moment. The ordeal wraps up with the tot safe and sound, and Spence facing a slew of charges. But stay tuned, the after-action review is as gripping as the rest.
Meanwhile, just a couple feet away, officers can be seen cuffing Spence, who was reportedly located still on foot in an area he was known to frequent. In-car dashcam video shows officers putting Spence inside the back of the squad car, where he can be heard barely muttering a word.
All right, have a seat, boss. All right, boss.
Buckle up. We're starting with a whirlwind. The footage begins with a distressed mother in a police car, visibly confused about the presence and condition of her children following a crash. She seems disoriented, repeatedly inquiring about her children's whereabouts. An officer informs her that one of her children appears lifeless in the back seat, heightening her distress. You won't believe what happens next.
She don't know if she's in this world or not. She was not driving. She didn't even know she wrecked. She went airborne. I seen her.
Who else was in the car?
She was. The baby that's in the back, lifeless.
Okay.
Things heat up quickly here. The officer tells the mother to exit the car as she frantically tries to piece together the situation. She learns that her son is in the ambulance and struggles to locate her other child. As the officer points out her lack of awareness about her kid's whereabouts, she becomes increasingly agitated, pleading to comfort her seemingly injured child. Stick around. The chaos is just ramping up.
Where's my other one? She's in the ambulance. Right here in my hands. You don't even know where your kids are. You're going to jail. Am I going to jail? You're going to jail because you don't know if you're in this earth or not, Chastity. Come here. You leave her in the car. Oh my gosh, she's not free.
So wait, let's take a seat.
She's not free.
Hang tight, it gets more intense. Desperate to see her child, the mother repeatedly pleads with the officer to let her go to her child. She assures the officer she has no weapons. The officer instructs her to sit and prepares her for questioning, further heightening the tension as she continues to demand to see her child. Keep watching. The interrogation up next is a doozy.
Oh, no, baby. Let me go be with
Let's
my
go
baby.
take a seat, okay?
Please let me go be with my baby. I'm coming matters right now. It's the baby, please. Why would you let me see but talk to my baby?
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I got nothing.
Put this down.
Okay. None of has anything.
Do you have any needles on you?
No.
Now, the plot thickens. The officer starts questioning the mother about the crash. She explains she was distracted by her kids fighting in the car, which led to the accident. Admitting to having used meth the day before and taking a sleeping pill the night before, she sheds light on her possibly impaired state during the crash. Up next, the sobriety tests start, and oh boy, you gotta see this.
So where were you coming from today then, right now, before the crash?
Where do you come from?
When you were driving on the road, where did you leave from?
The house.
You left your house?
Yeah.
Where were you going?
To Christie's and I'm going to the store.
Christie's and then the store?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened with the crash? Do you remember it at all?
I turned my head and looked at the girl to talk to them because they were fighting, and I just turned my head.
Okay. So you haven't used meth since yesterday then?
Right. Right. I took my sleeping pill last night.
Took your sleeping pill last night?
Yes, I take it every night. Everybody.
All right, get ready for some eye gymnastics. The field sobriety tests begin. The officer conducts a horizontal gaze test to assess her sobriety. The mother follows a pen with her eyes, trying to comply with the officer's instructions while visibly struggling to focus. Just wait, it gets even trickier from here.
We want to check your eyes first. Do the horizontal gaze test here, okay? All right, on this test, what you're going to do is you're just going to follow this pen with your eyeballs only. As it goes from side to side, you're going to keep your head dead straight, okay? So the only thing moving here is your eyes, and you're going to track this pen, all right? Do you have any questions about any of that? All right. Can you see the pen just fine? Okay.
Watch as the stakes get higher. The sobriety test continues with different evaluations including balance and coordination tests, which the mother struggles with. Her emotional state deteriorates as she mentions her concern for her oldest daughter, distracting her from the tests. Next up, see how she handles the balance challenge. It's quite the spectacle.
These great things about my oldest daughter.
Your oldest daughter? Focus on this for a second. This one's going to go all the way out.
The pressure keeps building. The officer prepares the mother for another sobriety test, carefully explaining the instructions. She tries to follow along but expresses difficulty in maintaining balance, clearly indicative of her impaired condition. Just you wait, the next balance test is something else.
Please for me.
Yeah, after a little bit. So we're going to do that one again because you kept looking everywhere else. All right?
Yeah.
Just going to stay out here to your right or to your left.
This next part is a real nail-biter. More balance tests are conducted, where the mother is required to estimate 30 seconds with her eyes closed. She struggles with the task, pausing midway and then continuing, which highlights her disorientation and inability to focus. The conversation turns to her drug use next, and it's quite revealing.
Like I said, with your head back, you don't have to do it yet. I'm going to explain everything to you, then I want you to do it. All right? So with your hands down to your side, you're going to maintain that straight stance there. You're going to lift your head up so you're looking at the cloud. You're going to close your eyes. All right? With your head back and your eyes closed, you're going to quietly to yourself estimate the passage of 30 seconds, okay? When you think 30 seconds has passed, you're going to drop your head and tell me to stop timing you, okay? Do you have any questions about any of that? All right.
The revelations here are jaw-dropping. Shifting focus, the questioning dives into her drug usage. She admits to snorting her medications, evidenced by the lack of nasal hair. The discussion about her recent drug use reveals a troubling pattern of substance abuse. Brace yourself. The walk and turn test coming up is a real doozy.
How long was that?
I think it was 30 bucks. That kept getting on my elbow,
Okay.
so.
How did you get to 30?
Taking it. Count 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
But then I stopped for a second when I said, you're calling on me.
Okay. So you had a little pause there in the middle and you just kept on going? You just count to 30 then? Okay. All right. How do you ingest your pills and your meth when you take them? Do you snort them?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you explain having zero nasal hair in your nose there?
That was from years ago, probably.
Years ago?
Yeah.
Did you used to snort Xanax or something?
Yeah, Xanax.
Okay.
Ready for some toe to heel action? The walk and turn test begins. The mother struggles to perform adequately, citing pain and an inability to balance. Her physical state, compounded by the weather conditions, further complicates her ability to comply with the test requirements. Up next, she gives another test a whirl, and it's a struggle fest.
All right. This next test is going to be the walk and turn test. All right. I'm going to explain everything to you, and I'm going to show you what it should look like, then I'm going to ask you to do it. All right. For this test, you need to start out with your right foot in front of your left, so that is touching heel to toe, just like mine is right here. Go ahead and do that now.
I can't even do that.
All right. And your hands straight down to your side. All right.
I'll do it.
Stay like that till I finish explaining this to you. From there, you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps right down this straight line here. Okay.
I got to melt a rod all the way from the top of this leg to the bottom.
Okay.
You see the scarring from the pins and everything in it.
Does that hurt you right now?
Yeah. Always hurts me. Especially the leather. Cold.
Okay.
Here up, the frustration is palpable. As the test continues, the mother fails to complete the tasks as instructed. She is visibly struggling, both physically and emotionally, which she expresses to the officer. Don't go anywhere. The next test pushes her even further.
All the way out to 9. Do you have any questions about any of that? I don't know. They might have had another call.
Look up or look down?
Look down at your foot and count every step out loud like I told you.
Come on. I can't even do it. Anxiety's horrible. I can't do this thing. So I can't do it. Sorry, I mean...
This next challenge is a tough cookie. The final test involves standing on one leg, which she also finds challenging. The mother is shivering, asking for her sweatshirt, indicating her discomfort and stress in the situation. The final moments of testing coming up are must-see material.
Okay, I got one more test here for you, all right? I'm going to explain this one to you as well. This test is going to be your feet together, just like they were for the first test we did, and your hands straight down to your side, okay? From there, it's whatever foot's most comfortable for you. You're going to raise one foot off the ground about 6 inches, all right? You're going to keep a straight leg when you raise that foot. That foot that's off the ground is going to be parallel to the ground, as if you're pointing your toes, like I'm doing here, all right? So with your hands straight down to your side and that foot 6 inches off the ground and parallel to the ground, you're going to look at those toes you have raised, and you're just going to count 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004 out loud until I tell you to stop counting, okay?
As we near the end, the tension is thick. The mother attempts the one-leg stand test, but cannot maintain her balance. She expresses frustration and defeat, stating her inability to perform the test and her overall physical discomfort. The arrest that follows marks a climactic end to this roller coaster of events.
2008, 2009. My balance is not great.
Okay, you can relax.
And I'm shook up on top of it. My kid, that's all I care about. She's all right.
Is there any chance you're pregnant right now?
No.
Not pregnant at all?
As we wrap this up, it's a heavy hitter. The footage concludes with the mother being arrested for operating a vehicle while impaired, OVI. The officer reads her Miranda rights as she acknowledges them, culminating in a somber end to a distressing sequence of events. This ending is as real as it gets, and a stark reminder of the consequences of impaired driving.
Listen, right now you're under arrest for OVI, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to read you your rights before we go any further. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions. Have a lawyer present with you during questioning. If you're unable to pay a lawyer, one will be appointed for you prior to any questioning if you so desire. If you wish to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You have the right to stop answering questions anytime until you talk to your lawyer. All right, do you understand your Miranda rights? Yeah.
Just when you think you've seen it all, the officer explains that a woman brought a gun inside a building, which was spotted as she entered with a purse. The school security officer saw the gun and reported it. Brace yourself, things are about to get wild.
What's going on, man? A young lady in the car, she slipped her cuffs. I haven't brought her out yet. She went in the building, she had a gun in her purse. Okay. She went in the building with the gun. I came over here, I asked the administrator, was she in the building with the bag, and she said yes.
How'd you guys find out she had the gun?
The security officer, my understanding, seen it.
Well, that escalated quickly. The officer describes attempting to disarm the woman who resisted handing over her gun or bag. When she tried to leave, the officer detained her and secured the weapon from her bag. You're not going to believe what happens next.
So I went over there and I asked her to take the bag off of her. She said, I ain't giving you my gun. So I said, just take the bag off and we'll talk about it. And she was like, I ain't giving you my gun. So then when I said, come here, where you going? She decided to walk away. So I grabbed her and I cuffed her and I pulled the gun out of her bag.
Tears on nobody. I didn't even say nothing that even would make you think that I was trying to harm somebody.
And the plot thickens. The woman, now in custody, expresses her frustration and embarrassment at being arrested in front of her child's school. She insists she informed the school staff about her gun as she walked her child to school, which she claims she does routinely. Just wait, the roller coaster isn't over yet.
You already got my gun. What do you need my purse for? You took my phone.
Look, relax.
Stop. I just got arrested in front of my baby school. If this is not the most embarrassing
gun
shit.
in a school.
And I told them I had it. I didn't take it and not tell them. I informed them because I walked my baby to school.
Hey, it's illegal to bring a gun in a
And
school.
I tell them I come here every day. It's not nothing new.
We're gonna go in our car, okay?
Things are heating up even more now. The woman argues that she did nothing wrong since she had informed the school about her gun. She feels unjustly treated and expresses distress over the tight handcuffs, claiming they were painful and that she warned the officer. But hang on, there's more drama ahead.
I need my gun back when it's all done and said with. Like, I did nothing wrong. I informed everybody and everything. Like, what? I do this every day. Y'all foolish. Man, don't put him on my wrist tight as he just did it and I just slipped out of the bitch. Don't do that. No, it was too tight on one and I told him I was going to slip out the other one because that other one was so tight.
Can this get any more intense? The situation escalates as the dispatcher reports a gunshot heard over the phone from the residence, indicating potential danger or another incident unfolding. Buckle up, because the story takes an even crazier turn next.
I could hear her through the phone, and they said as well she appears to be heavily intoxicated as well while on the phone with our RP. So I'm going to go and make contact now. I got a shot fired. Shot fired.
This is where it gets really juicy. The officer commands a person to show hands and come out slowly from the porch. The suspect is instructed to walk backward toward the officer's voice, kneel, and then lay down, which is standard procedure for ensuring safety during arrests. Stick around, the suspense is building.
Sheriff's office, show me your hands. Show me your hands. Put your hands up now. Come out from the come out from the porch now. Alpha 52 Central, challenging 1. Come out to the driveway. Slowly walk out. Turn around, face away from me. Walk backwards to my voice. Stop right there. On your knees. On your knees. Lay down on your stomach.
Seriously, you can't make this stuff up. The officer warns the prone suspect not to move and announces that any sudden movement could be perceived as a threat. It is revealed that the suspect admitted to firing a gun, and a revolver is found on the porch. Don't go anywhere. The climax is up next.
Whatever you do, don't move. If you try to reach for anything or make any sudden movements, I will take that as a threat and you could be shot. You understand? Who shot the gun? Who shot the gun? Okay. I got cover on the house. He said he shot the gun, so there should be a 0 up here on the porch. There's a revolver on the porch right there.
You thought it was over? Think again. The situation intensifies with police chasing a suspect involved in a separate incident related to the original call. The chase involves difficult terrain, making it challenging for officers to maintain visibility and control. Stay tuned. We're nearing the grand finale.
424 to the unit that I directed to stop. If you can move up to the section.
Well, off-road, lost it in the field.
She's heading back northbound. She's off the road.
I see you underneath the construction equipment. Lawrence Police, show me empty hands. Crawl backwards. Crawl backwards.
Hands just drag around.
Keep going backwards.
You're coming back. Come on. You're good. Come on, here.
Seriously, can this get any crazier? The police drop the bombshell that both adults are being nabbed for child violence. They're told that a couple of officers will take them away while all 8 kiddos are tucked away into protective custody. The officer is all business, saying they'll hash it out at the station. Stick around, the next bit is just as jaw-dropping.
All right. Right now, both are going to be under arrest for child abuse and can go with these two gentlemen. And all 8 children are now in protective custody. We will have a conversation when I get to the police department.
Okay.
Okay. I know you're going to be nice, so I'm going to put it in front for you, okay?
No way. Did that just happen? One of the cuffed folks politely requests their shoes, which the officer fetches, making sure they're comfortable. Talk about 5-star service. They riff a bit about what to bring along to the clink, like a purse. And there's a quick chat about meds. But nope, none needed right now. What unfolds next will have you doing a double take.
That sound good?
Get some shoes here.
Please, can I sit down before you put the other one on?
What are you needing?
I'm just getting my shoes out of that front.
I can grab
you
them.
could probably.
Yeah, I'll just put them up front so it's more comfortable for you, okay? Let's go right here. I'm going to put him in my car. No, we'll get your shoes real quick. You don't have anything on you?
I don't know.
Okay, no wallet, no purse, no nothing?
No.
Okay.
Hold up, it's getting intense now. Amid the escalating tension, one of the detainees starts pouring their heart out about their work with kids. Their disbelief thick in the air, especially concerned about little CJ. They're practically begging for the officers to keep CJ safe, while the cop keeps it cool, promising they're on top of it. Brace yourself. The officer's response is coming up, and it's a doozy.
Please
Do you have medication you need to take with you?
No. Please be careful with CJ.
We're not gonna.
That's my job, okay? I'm gonna, while we come back to talk to you, start thinking about what we put it with, okay?
If you need to sit down real quick and adjust, I put it in the front so you're able to do whatever you need to do.
This is what I do. I take care of kids. That's all my education. That's everything I've ever done. And this is absurd. And it's not fair. And CJ's the one who doesn't understand. Please.
We'll have a chance to talk to you, okay?
No, I just want him to be protected.
You might want to sit down for this one. Once they're all piled into the SUV, the officer helps the handcuffed individual buckle up. Safety first. Even in the back of a cop car, they confirm everyone's comfy and relay the ride's deets over the radio, like it's just another day at the office. The excitement isn't over. The arrival at the station is even more eye-opening.
All right, since your hands are in the front, go ahead and try to buckle up for me.
Sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You good over there? All right, I'll meet you back at the station.
This part's a real head-turner. They roll up to the station, and the cop calls out the mileage like he's clocking out of a road trip. Inside, the scene shifts to a flurry of doors and instructions on where to plant oneself in the precinct. It's all very procedural, but the air's thick with anticipation. The next twist is right around the corner, and you're gonna want to see it.
38, it's gonna be 1019, ending mileage is 64816. I'm gonna go up the stairs right here into this door right here.
Bet you didn't see this coming. Inside, the atmosphere switches up as they navigate through more doors, and our handcuffed friend is told to park it in a designated spot. The conversation turns to booking details. Just one count, which sounds almost like a letdown in this saga. It's procedural, but packed with tension. Get ready, because what happens next might just be the cherry on top of this wild ride.
Alright, good. You go ahead and through this door, and then there'll be a seat right there. If you could just sit right there for me.
Yes, sir.
Are we booking them? Yeah, one count. Just one. One count of